Hey, I'm Ryan C. Greene, founder of Beyond the Book. For the last 17, 18 years, I've been a best-selling author and speaker, as well as a publisher, and coached authors all across the globe on how to excel as an independent author. And one thing I've learned over the years, some alarming stats about being an independent author, is that most books don't sell more than 200 copies in their first year. And most authors aren't making over $10,000 from their book. So it came a point in my life when I was like, well, I'm out here trying to help authors, and writing a book is such a monumental achievement, really. Then if you're going to go through all that work of putting together a book, then it's important that you are able to sell the book. More importantly, make money from the book and reach the people that you want to reach through your book. So what I've done is transitioned over into taking that book, and now I specialize in taking people's books and turning them into visual media platforms. I want to read you a few stats about video and why it's so important. And then I'm going to share with you the top 4 video media platforms that you can turn your book into or use your signature message to build a media platform from. So just in case you need some verification on why video is so important right now, check this out. As of 2022, online videos make up more than 82% of all consumer internet traffic. 78% of people watch online videos every week. 72% of customers said they would rather learn about a product or service by way of video, and viewers retain 95% of the message when they can watch it in a video compared to only 10% when they're reading the text. So that alone, think about that. You're writing a book, whether it be a 50-page book or 500-page book, and all that information you're putting into that book, and people are only able to retain 10% of what they read. But when you can transform that message into a visual media platform, now they can retain 95% of what they see. So that's what we're doing. That's what we do with Beyond the Books. We help authors and speakers take their books, build visual media platforms that you can attract higher paying clients. You can start to get paid more for gigs when you're speaking, but also you can start to change more lives and increase your influence and impact simply by being in front of more people. Now, I want to be clear. We're not talking about your social media, TikTok videos and things that put on Instagram. I'm talking about video content that, if you want to go out there and present yourself as a professional and demand top dollar for your services, then we're talking about when people invest in you, they want to see top quality video, right? They don't want to see something that you holding in your hand, your phone like this. They don't want to see you on Zoom with the whack background blurred out, and every time you move, half your body disappears. That's not what we're talking about. We're talking about premium level quality videos that's going to really sustain your brand, be the foundation for your brand. So real quick, I want to share with you just 4 of the top ways that you can turn your message and your book into a visual media platform. And number 1 is through a video podcast. And this is big because, and you'll see a lot of people doing this, a video podcast is easy to get started, it's easy to get started, but it's hard to keep up, right? But a video podcast, you simply, it's like a TV show, right? The reason we call it a podcast is because while you're shooting a video and doing your interviews, or if you're doing your show by yourself, you can then take that audio and upload it to a podcast streaming platform, and now you have a video podcast. But you have two shows in one. Now you have the video, and then you also have the audio podcast. All right. The number 2 way that you're going to really use video and build a platform is through your online course, building an online course. The online course industry is over $1 billion industry right now. People are going online to learn specific skills, specific things that they need for their business, for their life, for their relationships. And if you have information that people are willing to pay for, online course is one of the best ways to go about doing that. If you think about a book has a limit, has a cap to how much you can charge for a book. Most people aren't going to pay you more than $25, $30 for a book, right? But if you have an online course, you can charge $2,000, $5,000, $10,000, depending on how deep your course is, for the same information. And that's one of the things that people get stuck on. I see a lot of independent authors get stuck. They write their book and they think that's it. So when we're talking about stop selling your book, we're not talking about don't write a book, but understand that your book is just kind of the foundation, because you're going to build these visual media platforms based off of what your book is talking about, right? So if you have an online course, you wrote a book, then your book can now be an online course where you're teaching those things in the course. Number three is a brand documentary. I love these, right? What better way to tell your story? What better way to resonate with the audience? What better way to get in front of people and really grab their attention than having a short micro documentary about your brand, whether it be a talking head video, whether it be a legit, fully produced documentary with B-roll and all of that kind of stuff. You have a brand and you have a message, whether it be through the stage or through your book, that you can share with people. So we specialize in that. We've launched several video documentary brands based on books that we've written. So that's a third best way to do that. Go out there and really tell your story your way, in a way that people aren't really doing that right now. And then finally, number 4 is the video anthology. This is where I like to specialize in. You know, I've been part of book anthologies. If you've been part of a book anthology, whether you've produced a book anthology or you've been a contributing author for the book anthology, one thing really tends to hold true. Most times in those book anthologies, the only person really making money, the only person really seeing success is the person who put together the project, right? And what typically happens, they'll tell you, hey, join this book anthology. You're going to be in the book with this person, this person, this person, and everyone's going to see your name, and you're going to, your business is going to explode. And what really tends to happen is the opposite of that, right? Because what we know is that if you have a bunch of people in a book anthology, people may go and buy the book because of this person that they know. They're going to read their chapter and then they're going to put the book down. They never may find your chapter in the book, right? But if you're a speaker, if you're an author and you want to get on stages, then what better way to present yourself as such than by doing a video anthology where people can see you in action. You can do this, talk about the same exact thing that you would have written about in that book, but by doing a video anthology, now you're putting together a movie. You're putting together a movie like we did for Born to Be Dope, like we did for Make It Matter. So you're putting together a movie where now it's a higher value proposition for people for contributors that you're looking for. Because now you can say, hey, look, you can still do your book, but we're also going to do a movie, do a feature film on your brand. So what brand do you have that you say, you know what, this could be a movie? It doesn't necessarily mean, I say movie, I don't mean it to be a scripted movie, even though you can do a scripted movie, but you can bring together 12, 15, 20 contributors who are going to share their expertise and just simply put together in a film format, and you're already setting yourself apart from everyone else. So now when people come to you for speaking, they come to you for coaching, they know that you are more than just someone who can write some words in a book, but you're on that next level. So listen, I want to get into this in a much more deeper level. That's what we're going to do on Thursday evening, and I'll stop trying to sell your book. Live training that's going on. You can go and register for that. It doesn't cost you anything. Go ahead, click the link in the comments below in the post and register for this live training. Again, it's totally free. We're going to get in depth on exactly walking you through how to do all of these and more, how to stop trying to sell your book and how to really maximize off the content in your book so that you can really go out there and impact the lives you want to impact and start to change your own life by having the success you want to have. So, one thing I know as a best-selling author, and I'm going to let a little secret out here, right? If you're an Amazon best-selling author, that's great. That's applaudable. Congratulations for that. But the bottom line is, just because you're an Amazon best-selling author, we know that doesn't add up or doesn't necessarily equal financial benefit, right? So it's time out to, titles are good, stickers and participation trophies are great, but let's get out here and really start changing some lives, making some money, start really impacting people and start to change your family tree. So I look forward to seeing you again. I'm Ryan C. Greene. Go ahead, register. Doesn't cost you anything. I'll see you on Thursday, and we'll talk more about how to go out here and stop trying to sell your book and see you move beyond the book.